Michael Berry, we'll start with you. The Secret Service's prostitute scandal. Is that a political issue? Is it fair to attack him for that?
No, I mean, we should be more concerned that he eats dog meat. But, here's the deal. This president can manage anything, from the Secret Service to the GSA to Timothy Geithner to Leon Panetta or anything else. And I guess he can blame this on George W. Bush. The truth is, it's a sexually repressed nation that would much rather be distracted with prostitute scandals in Colombia than they would with real issues in our country. I would actually defer to Bill Maher, who made a good point. We asked our soldiers in Iraq and Afghanistan to take on the local customs. That's what the Secret Service did in Colombia. You hire prostitutes there.
Carl.
I find it interesting that Michael said, no, the president shouldn't be held accountable. In the next breath, he said, oh, the president can't manage anything. Well, I guess we learned some things from this, and we learned that, why Herman Cain wanted Secret Service coverage so badly. I guess they knew where the women were he could feel up. I guess we knew where Mark Sanford stopped on his way to Argentina. And by the way, this is wrong, and I think they're handling it fine. One has been fired, one has been allowed to resign, and one has been allowed to retire. Interestingly enough, the guy who was fired had one side of the story. He switched his position. They fired him. But since he switched his position, he's now a speechwriter for Mitt Romney.
Let's go with what Michael mentioned, Carl, the Ted Nugent comments before the National Rifle Association convention. Very troubling, and we could find some from Bill Maher on the left equally as troubling. Is American political discourse hitting new lows, Carl?
Yes, and let me say that, look at this in context. What Ted Nugent is talking about is a mythological Barack Obama. Barack Obama doesn't want to take anyone's Second Amendment rights away. This is a president who has cut taxes, created jobs, 25 straight months of private sector job growth. He is a guy who believes in the American middle class, has helped the American middle class. He's been an excellent commander-in-chief. They're running against some mythical Muslim Marxist tax raiser. He was born here. He's doing a great job here. This is misinformation with venom attached.
Michael.
From cat scratch fever to dog eating. I mean, this guy not only does he want to take away your Second Amendment rights, he wants to take away your dog and he wants to eat it. Another thing that backfired on this administration. Using the Secret Service to attack Ted Nugent. How do they go and investigate Ted Nugent when they never spoke publicly about the bounty that the new Black Panthers put out? This administration, it is the most divisive group of people. They are embarrassing to themselves. I think what Ted Nugent did is he expressed his First Amendment rights, and he should be left alone.
How did he use the Secret Service to investigate? The president didn't initiate an investigation. And again, Ted Nugent said these things like anyone else who makes an assassination a threat against anyone, including the president, he's going to be investigated automatically. No one from the White House is saying investigate.
All right, Michael, you have brought up the dog issue a couple of times, so let's deal with it. Mitt Romney says come November, people will vote for jobs, not dogs. Is the whole dog thing a distraction, or is there some bite to go along with this bark?
Well, it's disturbing. The president ate dog. I mean, it's one of many odd things about this man. We don't know where he was born, whether it was his Muslim dad in Kenya or his Muslim
We do know where he was born.
Soetoro. His unstable mom, his grandfather exposing him to these weird elements, Bill Ayers, Jeremiah Wright. Where does it end? Van Jones. I mean, this guy keeps very odd company. He has an odd background. I don't care about one half of his skin color. What I care about is the fact that this guy does not share American values. He eats dogs, and that's a fact. And that's why he makes comments like angrily clinging to guns and God. That's why he hates the military. The guy eats dog. That's just
okay, Carl.
I love this because it's from his 1995 book, which finally, I guess, a conservative read after 17 years. But it's interesting that you say it's a fact he ate dog, which Obama wrote in the book. But he also wrote he was born in Hawaii. But that's not a fact for you. Sharing American values? How about giving health care to 33 more million Americans? How about equal pay with a Lilly Ledbetter Act? How about Pell Grants for kids? How about the military? He's been the best commander-in-chief we've had in decades. How about a new GI Bill? You are not telling the truth about this president. He is as American a president as anyone. And I'll tell you what, he was a kid, and you don't understand how poor people have to live in foreign countries or the United States and eat dog. And I'll bet you one thing, that dog wasn't tortured for 10 and a half hours on the top of a car before it was humanely killed and eaten.
We will leave it there, guys. Let sleeping dogs lie, as it were. Carl Wolfson, Michael Berry, thank you very much.
Thank you.